God, is it cold out here?
Maybe you want tips from the wrong person. I barely are.
Why are these numbers going down? Tom, that's not the way to ski. That's not how you ski. Oh God, this is. Hey, Mikey. How are you? Are you cold? Why is this thing going on?
No light.
You're just a what?
Hey, Becky and AJ. Hey, Becky, I'm not seeing you doing anything. Don't you dare squirt any water on me with this camera. I told you to quit screaming.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
I want to see something that. First, I gotta go here. Up, and go here. 1, 2, 3.
Well, that was great, Bex. Good, AJ. That's good kicking.
Probably chickens or something.
Oh, look, there's some more.
Go pet the goat. What are you doing, Jim?
never saw an anteater
Well, if
before.
there's a lot of ants walking along this bench, probably trying to get away.
Oh, are you allowed to pack the?
Yes, Sonny.
That's for kids.
You're playing chase. Do stupid stuff.
What?
Wooga, 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 wooga.
Who should have?
Hey, I vote for getting in line. Let's hurry up.
Me too.
Hey, AJ.
If you'd like to get off, entrance to the American Alligator exhibit is off to the right of the train. Children's to the left of the train, sit down past the counter ride. Once again, this will be a very brief walk for only.
Hey, AJ.
Shoes? And your head shoes.
Oh, I want his foot, Dad.
Oh,
Yeah, giraffes have a very long tongue, 18 inches long.
Yeah, girlies.
Incidentally, that horn on the rhino's is not made of bone. That is a baby rhino there towards the left side. Baby was 100 pounds at birth. So get up to 3.5 tons.
yeah, she's following his money.
Yes, white rhinoceros.
Dad, why didn't we get there so quick? Dad, why didn't we get there so quick?
Because we were little and we didn't have sticks to help us. You guys look great. Okay. Say, wave to the picture. Oh, making funny faces, aren't you, AJ? Hey, I'm recording you. Coming in for a close-up.
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't let any bugs get on you. Okay. Okay. You guys are so silly. Why don't you get in front of the water fountain? Yikes. Oh, AJ, you and those funny faces. You look beautiful, Becky. All right, go on up and see if you slowly, real slowly. Real slow. Slower. Stop. Oh. Ah! AJ, please get away from the street, honey.
Get over here by me.
Where are you moving, Karen?
AJ, get over by me because if the car pulls in here, I don't want you anywhere near it. We're going to have to try to cross the street.
What are we movie camera, Dad?
AJ, I want you to stand right by me.
Inside the plastic, it's safe.
Mom, how sharp it is at the end of this tail.
His tail, I don't know, is it the stinger or is his tail too?
You mean after it's for being served you?
Right on that for me, okay? On the box. Turn it. Good. Want a money bag? What? Want some money bags?
Sure, AJ, sure you do.
Hold that right there like that, okay? Carrie, do you see my new flowers? Oh, cool. Cute. Because the other ones are a little bit
the matter, hon?
Anything here? Please. Stand right there. Peter, don't jump on the step, please. What? On the step? Because you can slip. And you're going to hurt yourself. Please.
Becky Boo. Hey, Shane.
If you take just a minute and look around at all the different creations, you'll see all different kinds of houses.
There's some castles. There's a very elaborate baseball field. There's a teepee with all sorts of colors on it. And the characters all spring out of your imagination. This is the beginning of a process. It doesn't have to stop. It's only as limited as your imagination. And your imagination is not limitable. One of the things I tell all the children when we're doing our artwork is there are no mistakes. You cannot make a mistake in art. If you spill something, if the scissors slip and cut too far, you adapt it and you make it work. And it's still art. Really doing theater and storytelling. This is a story about a little cricket. And you've all seen little crickets. They look like little grasshoppers. They're brown and kind of ugly. And when they rub their legs together, they make a chirping sound. Some people think that the sound is like a little violin. Well, this is a story about a cricket that on a lovely spring day, he hopped out of his hole in the ground. He hopped through the grass down to the pond, and there he sat enjoying the sunshine. He sat there for a little while, and then he heard someone laughing. Ho, 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 ho. And when he turned and looked, there was a big old bullfrog sitting on a lily pad right in the middle of the pond. And the bullfrog said,
"Why, you're the ugliest creature I've ever seen. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should never show yourself in sunlight. You should hide all the time."
And the little cricket said, "Are you talking to me?" And the bullfrog said,
"Well, who else would I be talking to? You are the ugliest little thing I've ever seen."
And with that, he jumped off the lily pad into the water and swam away. Well, of course, the poor little cricket's feelings were hurt. And he thought about what that big old bullfrog said. Was he really the ugliest creature in the world? He went down to the edge of the water and he looked in at his reflection and he saw himself and he started to cry. "I am the ugliest creature in the whole wide world." Just then, overhead, a butterfly appeared. And he saw the reflection of the butterfly. And he said, "Oh, if only I could be a butterfly, I would be so beautiful, and everyone would love me. But I'm just an ugly old cricket." He sat there at the edge of the pond feeling very bad. And then he decided he would go visit a friend of his that lived at the end of the pond. So he hopped along. And when he got to the end of the pond, there was his old friend, busy at work. She was a wise old spider. She didn't see the cricket at first, and she would carefully pull a thread from one branch of the tree all the way down and tie it off at the other branch. And then she would jump to another branch, pulling her silk thread behind her. She stopped for a minute and noticed the poor little cricket sitting there looking so sad, and she said, "Well, Cricket, why are you so sad?" And Cricket said, "I'm the ugliest creature in the world. Everyone thinks I'm ugly. I wish I could be a butterfly." "A butterfly? Why would you want to be a butterfly? Why, you're one of the most beautiful creatures I've ever seen."
"That's not what Frog said."
"Frog? Frog said you were ugly? Well, look at Frog and all his warts. No one kisses a frog." And she went back to her work, and she stopped for a minute and said, "And besides, I'm the ugliest creature in the world." Cricket said, "You? But you spin such beautiful webs." She said, "Yes, but little girls scream when they see me, and little boys try to squish me under their feet. It's not easy being an ugly spider like me." And she went back to her work, and this time she wasn't as happy as she usually was. But she kept spinning her threads from branch to branch. Cricket decided he was going to cheer up his friend, the spider. So he rubbed his legs together and started singing his little song. It was a sweet little song. You could barely hear it, chirping. And it made him feel better, and it made his friend Spider feel better. And while he was chirping his little song, suddenly the butterfly appeared overhead again. And she paused and listened to the music of the cricket. And she said, What wonderful creature is playing such a beautiful song? What a lovely song it is. If only I could be a cricket. And that's the end of my story. I would like all the actors to come join me backstage. It was a lovely spring day. The ice had melted on the pond, and the king and queen duck decided to go for a swim. So they headed off through the park. Where's the king duck? Way up high. Where's the queen duck? She's not here. Well, the queen duck didn't come, just the king duck. And on the way, they met the lovely princesses and their fathers, the nice king and the mean king. They were out having a picnic and enjoying the lovely spring day. Soon along came a dumb guy and his pig out for a stroll. Now the dumb guy was humming a song, and the song was so happy that everyone who heard it couldn't keep their feet still, and they started dancing. Pretty soon everyone was dancing. Now a robber was watching from the woods, and he decided to steal the princess's crown. Just as he was about to grab one, a jaguar came bounding into the clearing, and our jaguar disappeared. Now 2 Indians joined the party. They were happy to dance to the happy music. The robber saw the Indians and he ran away. Robber, run away. No. Now at the end of the park there lived a grumpy old man named Waldo. And he came out of his house and he said,
"Stop this music, it's annoying, it's too loud, I don't like parties."
Now just as everyone was about to stop dancing and go home, a big, hairy beast came out of the woods. He was very frightening and everyone was scared. Suddenly he spoke to the old man and he said, "Either you join the party, old man, or you get lost." And the grumpy old man said,
"Goodbye."
And away he went. Everyone cheered, "Yay!" and invited the beast to join the party, which he did. And he made a lot of new friends that day. Everyone sang and laughed and danced, la la la, until they all grew very, very tired and lay down in the grass for a nice nap. Soon, all you could hear was the sound of snoring on this lovely spring day.
Girl with blue pants, but I'm not, so I can't be there. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Hey, how about one in here?
Do I have some boys that are not 6 that have blue pants? Though, if I had any, they'd have to be in here. Get back behind those spots. They're back right in there. be boys that have blue pants but aren't 6. Now over here, Leah and Marissa are in there because they have blue pants, but they're not boys and they're not 6.
I'm 6.
I know, that's why you're in that part where all 3 circles overlap. Now, I want you all to know that this problem, this 3-circle problem, is something that they usually teach in 8th grade in algebra. Now what I want you to do is very carefully step back to the outside of all the circles, because we're going to try to do one more of these, but I want you to look at this circle first.
Moses.
Yeah.
Moses.
Now, do you see all these parts?
Moses.
Now, over here are things, in this circle would be things that only have one rule. And over here are things that only have one rule. And over here are things that only have one rule. Okay? But here and